cups. Don't need that in here. We're gonna do cups today. Um, simple cups. We're just gonna try them out. I was going to do this like cool flower teapot with you guys this morning, but honestly, I think I need a day of chill. And we'll potentially do that tonight when we come back. Hi guys. Hey everyone. How are you? Thanks. I might make more at some point. I didn't do the flower teapot thing like I said I was gonna do this morning. It was overwhelming. Anyway, we're drinking a smoky Lapsang Souchong this morning. Very exciting stuff. And like I said, super going easy. We're gonna ease into it and just make some chill, simple forms. Am I? Am I still echoing? Better, worse, better, worse? What are we thinking? Hold on, let's get you guys like this. It's still echoing, and you can hear the music? Hold on. Okay. Uh, I don't know why things are happening weird. I don't think I can I don't think I can change anything else outside of what I just did. I think we're kind of at capacity there. Hopefully that's okay. Okay. So what's up? What's happening? What's going on? Tell me everything. Cool. What was happening, it was jumping for some reason, the Bluetooth on my, other phone turned on, and I think it was just jumping between phones. I think that's what the issue was. Hi, hi. Oh my god. That's exciting. That's huge. How do you feel about it? Oh my god, so much stuff. So much is happening. There. Do I have a cat? I don't have a cat. Do you have a cat? Can I make a colon out of clay? Probably, BB. Do whatever you want for the right price. Does that work? My god. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I think we're good. We're going simple here. I upped the clay by 50 grams from what we were trimming the other day. So thanks for the crab. Appreciate you, Chris. Love a good crab. Okay, the only thing I don't yeah, that's actually fine. Where are my tools though? Guys, I'm so not prepared for this. Whatever you want, but you gotta promote. You gotta send me some moolah. I'll put out.
I'll put out for even the smallest amount of cash online. Um, don't let anybody know that. Wait, what you mean? I'm so confused. I'm so confused already. I've already confused myself. Also, this is a combination of porcelain and porcelaneous stoneware. Oh, yes, 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 that makes sense. That seems like something you would do, so that totally checks out. So we're gonna make like 20 of these this morning. Pottery. I've never tried pottery before. I've kind of been tempting to get my hand into it at some point, but I've been woodworking for about 7 years now, and I think it's coming along pretty well. How about you? Yes, Chris, this is porcelaneous stoneware. So it's essentially just a stoneware with a lot of kaolin in it. Mm. Uh, my real answer to you is that I just taught myself how to do this about a week ago. So if you see anything, I always wanted to try it, and I just kind of wanted to get into it. So if you have any suggestions on like what I could do to improve or things like that, because I'm very new to this. Thanks, Dragon. Appreciate it, Chris. Keeps me in here, okay. Otherwise, I would go crazy, you know? Sup, Amani? How are you? Uh, so I don't know what's in this clay body. This clay was given to me, and then it was already a porcelaneous. Thanks for the heart, Amani. It was already a porcelaneous stoneware, but then I wedged in 92700 porcelain to it. All I know is it's a cone 10 porcelaneous stoneware from Sheffield Pottery, but I don't know the name of it. But as far as kalins go, I use Georgie's Pioneer Kalin when I make glazes and things like that, but I don't make my own glaze, my own clay. Oh my god. What's happened to your brother? Does he have, like, 7 root canals he has to get done? Too many candies? You are Dragon. Clearly the advice went unappreciated, uh, from, uh, Art over there. So one of these spinning wheels cost about, $106 depending on where you buy it. This is the VL Whisper, which is about an $89 to $106 wheel. Really accessible, really easy to do, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I go to cone 12 or 13 most of the time. Gotcha. Morning, Purple. How are you? Glaze fire in a coffin kiln, my wood coffin kiln. I use a soda kiln, and I also use a Anagama and a Noborigama, and I range between cone 10 and 13. Thanks, Julio. I know, right? Um, it would be really cool if these were like $100. It'd be really cool if kilns were like $100 instead of. I think I told you guys over the years, collectively with all the bricks, if you factor in, I didn't pay this full price because I was given the chimney brick, but if you had to buy my kiln right now with the brick, the raw brick itself is about 14 grand. I don't know. I'm good at debt too, you know? If you think I'm actually doing something, I think you're insane. I'm not doing anything. What? Purple, tell me, what's wrong? Um, I sold them as studio cups for $10. I put them on my shelf during my clay tour. I sold all of my studio cups, all of those melted cups. They saw them. They were $10. I barely even like I didn't even scrub the wadding out of some of them. So, oh well, I wedge in a ton of silica sand to my clay as well because I'm sick of it. This doesn't have that much in it, but usually I do that. Oh, purple. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope she recovers soon. That's really awful. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I was able to just sell all of those cups. Yeah, this is not actually attached to the bat, so it might just come flying off at some point. Uh, whatever she needs, Purple. So Troy, pit firing, raku firing, things like that are non-functional, and a lot of the time they're using a high fire clay and then firing really low. I don't do that kind of stuff. That's like so pit firing, raku firing, all those kind of firings, I use those as means to get people introduced into pottery to like suck them in because it's instant gratification. And then I never do it again with them. I never do it again. It's just a means to get people interested in pottery. And once they're hooked, they're hooked. They're not leaving. So I'm not, it's not for me. It's not interesting to me. Oh, how'd it go? So I usually wedge in about 20 to 30% silica sand to my clay body. And you get really cool pitting if you do that. Um, because these are going to get soda fired and they're simple, I'm not putting any extra effort to them. It is a trap. I think raku and pit firing and sagger fire, like, well, depending on on the temperature you're going to, but any of those low fire techniques, they're great for like people making videos about pottery, and they're great for sucking people into doing pottery, and then they can't escape the trap of the addiction of what pottery is. But for actual work, garbage, garbage. I'm not saying it is. If you make that, that's not what I meant. I just don't want it for my own work. I was much harsher than I meant it to be, and I apologize. Mm, mm. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's cool. It's like very like I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna just keep talking badly about it, so I'm just gonna stop. Oh, you know what, Sean? Thanks for the 100. Nice sweet boy. Yeah, it's so good to me. Oh, nice. I've never met him in person, but he seems like a nice guy. What's he like? Shot I could do a lot more than if you send whatever bigger number than that thing is that you send. What's up, Zone? How are you? Yeah, 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 yeah. Cool. Awesome. That's happy to hear. It's um it's pretty rare that like you meet a potter who's not like a great person. Um, but I have met some people whose online presence is really lovely, and then I met them in person, and they're like, "Ugh." I'm not going to name names there. I've already talked enough smack about pit firing and raku firing. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you're almost better. Being sick sucks. Also, oh god, I'm so not looking forward to it. So now I'm gonna when it starts getting a little bit colder, I'm gonna be perpetually sick because of all these darn kids I'm teaching. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to it. I try to mitigate it by only teaching classes outside, but I didn't throw this one very well. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. These are gonna be cheap. Thanks, Chris. I'm in Connecticut. How about you? Oh, Sean, I can teach you BB if you send me enough money. Um, I've been doing this for about 7 days, so I'm a weekend, so it's really not that hard. Anybody can do this. Sharp, how are you? Not so close to me then. Um, so the my Wednesday class is lower L, so that's 1st to 3rd graders, and they're just gross little germ balls, and they're just crawling on you and sticking their hands in your face all the time. It's gnarly. They're the ones who are gonna get me sick. On Thursdays, I teach middle schoolers. They don't touch you, so that's great. And it's all outdoors. That's much better. They're not trying to climb on you. It's one of the reasons I prefer that grade over the other one. Okay, sounds good. This wheel thing, I think you can buy them on Temu mostly. I think that's like the main place people buy wheels. Sup, Sharp? Appreciate you, Zone. Yeah, 7 days in, I'm feeling pretty confident about my mediocre cup style. I didn't really want to make these cups, but these are the things that sold in mass during my sale this past weekend. So, and I have two more in-person things. So if I put one and one together, I'm gonna get 17, and I should make more of these. Mm, mm, mm. That makes sense. Realizing like I don't have to make them that thin. We're gonna trim these kind of an absurd amount, so we don't really have to um, do much. What? Is it the same stuff, Sharp, or is it different? I think this needs to be slightly wider, but maybe not. And how's your lad friend doing, Sharp? I do. So I sell all of my pottery over on Temu. So if anybody's interested, it's very cheap. It's about $1 a cup. Um, Shipping takes about a month, but besides that, it's a pretty good deal. I don't like see how it like pushes back out on the top here. I don't like that. I realized I didn't like that from the ones that I had from this last firing. Yeah, done. And we're going kind of like mild wine goblet form. Okay, awesome. That's exciting. It is. I am located in Ottawa, so zone it works out pretty good. Oh, awesome. That's super cool. How long you been doing the animation stuff for? And what kind of animation are we talking about? And if you said that and this text is so small, it's hard for me to actually read it. And my computer, hold on, I need a tea break. Give me a second. We did 1 row of cups, so I every row of cups, I'm gonna take a little tea break. Good. You did not update me on that. I appreciate you did. Joan, how are you? So, here's one of the reject I'm drinking out of one of the reject cups from this firing. This is turned into a studio cup. It was just a little too, from Vegas, welcome in. So this is one of the reject cups. It just wasn't quite juicy enough for me, so I'm keeping it for myself. This is unglazed. Um, but we're drinking a smoky, incredibly smoky Lapsang Souchong this morning. I'm out of puer. I bought 200, 400, 600, 640 grams of puer this morning from Intergalactic Tea, and then I traded uh, a teapot for 700-gram cakes of puer as well today. Oh my god. Thanks, Boo. Mhm. Thanks, Brandon. Holy shit, that's so cool. That what did you do on Archer? I loved that show. Sharp, we've done 1 row, we have, like, 5 rows to go. So we're gonna be here for a little bit, you know? Yeah, you should definitely do that. Oh, hell yeah, how was it? Tara, oh my god, everybody's here today. This is wonderful. Alright, tea let's I'm gonna pour myself some more tea so it's cool enough to drink when the time comes. Oh my god, you could watch me while you're in the shower, you know? Why not? That's what I do most of the time. Got my TikTok going over there. I do have a waterproof case for everything, though. Okay, maybe we'll just drink a little bit more. I'll do this one-handed. Um, if it sticks. Thanks, Chris. We could do some pottery in the shower. Yeah, fair, totally fair. No, probably not. The smoky is probably not good for the, cough. Yeah, totally fair, Dara. Yay, awesome. There you go, Sharp. Bath pottery, shower pottery. Oh, oh my god. Christina, oh my god, it's the whole gang over both on both platforms. This is wonderful. Oh, I also I updated the Discord. So if you anybody becomes a member on YouTube, the Discord link is active right now. Throwing that out there. All right, we'll have to do a shower stream then at some point. That might have to be a members only stream though. Sydney hasn't showed up today yet, but Sydney's also been very busy. So, uh-oh, this piece just feels raunchy from the start. Not doing it. See, it wasn't even connected. I knew something was wrong. I knew something was amiss. Not really sure why, but all these pieces are like not sticking. I mean, maybe to be honest, Zone, if you have access to it, even if you go out on the street and get yourself some Mullen, I just make some infusion instead of that. I don't know. The green tea always messed up my throat when I'm sick. Oh my god! Thanks, Raw. So good to me. I might have to switch out bats after this one though, because this one also doesn't feel like it's actually attached. Yeah, it's not attached. We're gonna throw it in anyway though, because I'm white tea probably the best one. You did send a picture. You know, we gotta do so. We gotta be brave here. But I think I'm gonna grab another bat after this one. Oh hell yeah! What did you find recently, Chris? Brian, welcome in. We're making simple cups that I'm gonna just sell for 45 bucks in or 50 bucks in person during my I have a two more in-person sales this year before the year's over. One on November 24th and then another one on December 6th. And so I just wanted to have enough low cost items that could be available. And simplicity sells, and I would like to pay the bills every so often. I can't keep doing shady things to pay the bills, you know? Ooh, that sounds good. No, I'm afraid I don't. Sorry, Sharp. I've been so overwhelmed, honestly, for the last like 2 months. I don't really remember much of anything in the last 2 months. Do you have a November sale as well? What kind of sale is it? Like a craft center, or is that the studio? What's the deal? What's the vibe? Hi, Queen. Oh, hell yeah. Have you tried firing those yet? Oh my God, fantastic. Hold on, I have to scroll up. For some reason, all the comments are just coming in at one go for me right now. Instead of like cycling through, they all just like pop in at once. I don't know why that's happening. Hold on, let me scroll up for a second. Oh no. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Sharp. And Christine, these are 350 grams each. I'm sure you have Zone, but I can't recall. Hmm. Yeah, the kick wheel is kind of rough. Oh, it's okay. Um, I think you call them Zone is the correct response, Rand. I may have said something. I'm not really sure. I feel horrible for your dog. I'm so sorry. Zone, tell me about your cat. For some reason, none of this is all. I've been like I said. I've just been kind of overwhelmed. Oh, interesting. For some reason, I would have assumed that they would have gone higher than 04. What happens if you use them as a glaze at a higher temperature then, if that's the case? Yeah, it happens, Christina. Things are gonna chill out now, though, so I can't complain. She is doing better? Good. I'm glad to hear that, Sharp. Okay, I didn't get a new bat, and this is not attached either. Can someone remind me to get a new bat after this, please? Because I clearly can't remind myself. It sure is, Anya. This is my full-time job. I don't like this shape, so we're gonna just leave it smaller. Oh, I'm sure lucky. Oh my god. Rainbows, hi, how are you? Nah, this is too small. I take it back. We're gonna make it slightly bigger. Probably screw it up in the meantime, but that's okay. What are you getting so grumble buddy about, little dog? Olive has some serious grumbles going on right now. Oh, awesome. No, I don't think I knew that. That's wonderful. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm sure. I wouldn't have been able. Okay, one sec. I need to see what she's grumbling about. Oh, I see. Okay, that's a legitimate grumbling thing. Someone's outside having a phone call. That's a very grumble butt. So good to me, Dragon. All right. Okay. She just sees someone outside. You want to go say hi to him? You can. All right, here. Go say hi. She's gonna go say hi to whoever it is real quick, and she'll be back. Oh, those kind of bats. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're cute though. They eat all the little bugs. I like little bats. Though one of my youngest memories is when I was like, I must have been like 3. I was in my mom's bed and there was a bat in the house and she just like threw a sheet over my head. It's like one of my the youngest memories. Oh, she's just a grumble butt when she doesn't understand what's happening. Or like there's someone she hasn't said hello to yet. So like if they were on the phone, she had already said hello to them, she would have been fine. Juliet, how are you? What's new? What's happening? It's almost time to go skiing. Welcome back, little dog. Did you say hi to him? Good job. Hold on, I'm gonna close the door again. Good job. You're such a good little guard dog. So proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're so beautiful. You're such a good guard dog. You're such a good grumble butter. Oh my god. Oh, she's so great. Oh, gotcha. I've never. I don't have them in my house very often. Hmm. Oh man. Oh, the drama of a bat coming in. Man, being online makes me realize how much I need a haircut. I think it's getting a little. Well, I don't. Maybe not. Feels like it's getting a little out of control though. I Phoenix, I have no idea what any of those words are that you just said. You do? Okay, fine. I won't cut it then yet. I No, I'm wearing pants. I like pants. I can wear whatever you want though, but you won't see it because I'm standing. Doesn't really matter. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I appreciate it, Sharp. So I'm annoyed, Spotify kicked me out on my phone that I usually play music on, so I'm listening to Pandora right now. I can't figure out any of the passwords or emails or phone numbers associated with it. So I gotta figure that out. I'm sure I have it saved on my computer, but ugh. Oh no. Oh my god, so many things are happening, Sharp. What's going on? It's a weird little bump in this one, but I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, we're just going simplistic forms today. I'm really annoyed that my I always said that simple pots would sell better than undulating and double wall and all that. I really was hoping it wasn't gonna be true. I knew it was though. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sharp. That's no good. Always a pleasure to see you too, even if it's just a text. So this last fire in the year should be pretty good. This kiln always produces really great results this time of year. So I think it's just because it's colder out, it just produces nicer stuff. I don't know, be fire longer and all that. Yo, it was good. It was lovely seeing Elizabeth a few times and your mom and everybody. Did you guys have a sale over the weekend as well at Guys? I didn't. I may not have seen it, Sharp. I wouldn't be actively responding. So if I don't respond to something, it's not because it's most likely I probably clicked it and something I was also doing something and I just slipped my mind. Oh, that is a disappointment. Hmm. But yeah, Clayway was great. Met lots of great people and it was wonderful. No complaints there. Then I have another shop update tomorrow. Got everything ready to go. Hmm. I'm sure I've seen him. No bother at all, Sharp. Oh, hell yeah. What do you think of Harry's work? I want one of his wood-fired, like Guinomi-sized pieces, but apparently my dad went on Sunday and apparently didn't have any for sale. So he had the flower ones, but and usually I'm into flowers, but that wasn't for me this time. Okay, sounds good, Sharp. Hmm. I've yet to actually meet Mateen. Um, the people who were getting him started around here kept reaching out to me for various things, but I have yet to actually meet the guy. I was firing at Allison's for a little bit. Um, but yeah, I've met Harry twice now, but I've never seen I've seen his work in person. My dad bought one of his cups, but it's way too big for me. It's like 12 ounces. I don't know what to do with it. Why do I pull it quickly? Did I pull that quickly? Can you elaborate what you're asking? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. I need a quick sip of tea after this too. Uh, elaborate, please. What is a Discworld convention? Oh, I oversteeped this tea. Ugh. I knew that was going to be an issue if I did it, if I drank it this way, but whatever. I'm not gonna not drink it. This is some bitter tea. Hold on, I need to pour myself more before it gets more bitter. Thank you. Oh, tough. Oh, very cool. I don't have any clean water in here, I'm afraid. It's all about marketing, man. Um, you know, I don't know why people throw slow. It would drive me crazy if I had to throw slow and do throw wall. That seems like a skill issue more than anything. As much as I want to. You come in and you say the same thing every single time, and I keep agreeing with you, and I appreciate your support, my sweet boy. But can you say something different along the same homophobic remarks next time? It's getting a little old. Mm, mm. Yeah, good. Yeah, if they're beginners, they probably going pretty slow. Exactly, Ben. That's all. We're just trying to crank through these. I'm not trying. These are also like super simple forms. I'm not trying to do anything like crazy special here. Appreciate it, Dragon. Yeah, they're a little bit like just not classy. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be a little troll, small peepee boy, like be a little classier about it. You know what I mean? Right on. What have you been making so far? What have you been enjoying doing? Poor little guy needed a hug, I'm sure. Mhm, mhm. Me? I'm from Ottawa. Where are you from? Oh, hell yeah. No, no, no. Don't no, 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 no. Handles are great. Handles are wonderful, just like porcelain was great and porcelain was wonderful. There's this, like, preconceived notion that handles are hard and porcelain is hard, and then it makes it everybody feel like it is hard. But if we go into it with being like, "Everything's great, everything's wonderful," it is. Right on, we're in China. Maybe we'll make some mugs soon. All my mugs sold immediately during Clayway, so maybe I should make and I made essentially these when I just put a handle on them, and they all sold instantly. So maybe we make some of those, but not today. Not today. I gotta go teach outdoor club in like 2 hours, so I don't really wanna do anything crazy. Mm, and how are you trying to make your handles? Are you pulling them? Are you pinching them? Are you coiling them? Are you slapping them? Mm, mm. Very true, Ben. And I think it's just something in the air around here. Everything's sarcastic, everything's the same humor. The problem is if you go out anywhere else in the world, like if I go to the West Coast, I'm a dick. Maybe I am here too, and I just don't know it, but I'll be ignorant to it. You're slapping them and milking them. I've never heard anybody call a pulled handle milking a handle, but I'm gonna start saying that from now on because it is significantly more accurate to what everybody always says it looks like. It's definitely like you're milking something versus playing someone's willy, which is I feel like the main thing everybody thinks it looks like. But who, first off, and I'm not trying to kink shame anybody, but who does it upside down? I'm sure it's great, but like that's the go-to. Like whatever. Anyway, Probably not. I'm not good at accepting anything. Um, don't pull handles. Pulled handles, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but, I don't like pull handles. I don't pull handles anymore. I mean, granted, I've only been doing pottery for 2 weeks, so I'm not, like, the best person to be asking about how to do things, but, um, coil handles, that's where it's at. I make mine out of coils. We can make a little coil handle for you once we finish throwing all these if you want. Because, I don't have anything for sale right now. I got a shop update tomorrow at 10 AM Eastern Time, but until then, there's nothing on my website. Oh, yeah, I like that dragon. Yeah, but it's practicing something that you're enjoying. So if you're not enjoying pulled handles and how they're looking, then, learn the process and then maybe move on, and then come back to it later, you know? Like, who says it has to be a pulled handle? Anyway, I have about, uh 50 pieces left out of the 200 and something, 250, 260 I sold or I had on this weekend, so they'll be up on my website tomorrow. I did not zone. I clearly said 2 weeks 5 minutes ago. I think you need to go to a ear specialist. Might be time. Yeah, I like that too, Dragon. Is my content popular? Absolutely not. No one likes me. Zeta. How do you pronounce your name? D D Tao? Or am I pronouncing it incorrectly? To be honest, Detail, I've never actually made a sale before, so I'm hoping tomorrow when the shop goes live, someone buys something. It'll be my first sale ever. I'll be very psyched. I'm giving away a double wall cup to the first person who buys anything on my website. So to incentivize it, because I'd like to do this full time and I'm just not happening. Ooh, yeah, 3D prints, that is smart. A 3D printed handle is probably the most ergonomic and cost efficient way of making a handle these days. And I hear you can get those printers for, like, only 3 grand, so it's like a steal. Andrew, you donate 50 bucks right now, I'll do that for you. I'll do anything for 50 bucks to, my sweet boy. Later. Sounds good. My Instagram has videos on how I make my handles. My Instagram has videos on how I do everything. TikTok, not so much. Um, well well, Zed, I give private lessons. So, if you, need a lesson, you let me know. Um, because I would need to see you throw, and then we could talk about what's going on. Because I think just saying that, like, something is uneven and is wobbly, without seeing any context behind why that may be wobbly or whatnot, is gonna make it so I can say a bunch of things, but none of it's gonna make any sense or be accurate because I don't know what you're throwing. You ever find anybody who just tells you exactly what you wanna hear, they're not a very good teacher. Ooh. Oh, oh my. Ben, I might have to purchase that myself. Yeah, baby, Andrew, you got it. I got whatever you want. You donate the 50 bucks right now, I'll glaze it. I'll do whatever you want to it. Hmm. Totally fair. Yeah. Yeah, he certainly talks a lot without paying. You wanna see one of my finished cups? You can see my studio cup that I'm drinking out of that is a reject cup from my last firing if you'd like. Here, let me get some newspaper to dry my hands. I don't keep finished work in my studio. This is not a I don't use a this is not a gallery. This is just a workspace. Oh, interesting. You can, but you gotta pay me for that. That's a service that I offer where you get to sit behind me and whisper sweet woes into my ears as I throw. It's 20 bucks an hour to stand behind me, a minimum of 2 hours, and you can't take a break. There's no breaks. Here you go, my sweet boy. There's a unglazed, fired upside down black clay in my wood soda kiln. It was a reject because it's just not quite juicy enough for me. But you gotta stand. There's no sitting behind. I'm on a standing wheel. See, I'm up and about. So you gotta stand there the whole time. Which other phone are you on? Oh yeah, BB. It's worth it. Welcome back, Sharp. Man, these sweet boys are not paying up after asking for things. I said yes to all these things, yet I see no donations in that thing. My God. Ew. Gross. I'm good. So at least we'll trim these tomorrow after I'm done teaching in the morning. So we'll probably trim these around like, I don't know, 12. Oh, it also depends on how well I do tomorrow. So if I sell everything, I'm gonna just be packing up pots all day. Uh, I do need to trim these tomorrow at some point though. So me, I am. I don't think anybody's ever called me nice before. My God, you're so good to me. Gonna teach me how to draw, calling me nice. There, Ben. We'll actually have tea soon. Now that I'm finally slowing down, I'll have some time soon. So I'll reach out or message me too if you feel like it. We'll figure something out. BB, I can make whatever you want. You gotta pay though. These guys trying to make me make dildos and cucumber dildos and then not paying. These broke boys left and right. My God. There, dude. All right. We need to have ourselves a cup of tea and get a new wear board because we've just gone through one of our wear boards and we'll get on to the next one. Yes. Right on. Well, message me on Instagram. Oh, what kind of food we talking? All right, here's our cups that we just made. Da da da. We got 3 rows of them. Just simple, simple cups. All right, let me grab another wear board and then we'll make a few more. We're kind of almost out of space, honestly. So I'm out of play. We only have two, four, six, eight more balls to do. Oh, TikTok's making me solve a puzzle piece. I didn't realize it's been this long. Oh, hell yeah. What'd you think? I went shopping yesterday, Dragon. It was magical. I ran out, but except a week's supply of food for someone who only eats one meal a day cost me $165. I eat. Oh, wait. Do you guys want to hear some really messed up news that I heard? So I don't know if you guys were paying attention to the whole like um, lead in uh, lead being in a lot of protein shakes, a lot of protein powders, including the one that I mainly use, Huel, has an unhealthy amount of lead in it. Um, so that's cool. Love that. But then I did a bunch of research, and it turns out cans of beans also have a ton of lead in them. And I eat a ton of cans of beans. So I'm not going to eat canned beans anymore. I'm going to just go to rehydrate my beans and be whatever about it. But in the silver lining of all of it, it turns out if you eat about 30 milligrams or whatever of zinc a day, the zinc bonds to the blood and doesn't give the lead a place to bond to you. So it doesn't actually give you lead poisoning. So if you drink protein powder, mainly vegan ones, or you eat cans of beans on a daily basis or things like that, I highly recommend eating either an iron supplement, which does the same thing, or a zinc supplement, um, because then you don't have the issue. But I 100% am going to have, because of the quantity of beans and things like that, without taking those other things, am most likely going to have some sort of lead issue later on in my life. So that's cool. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna dry beans. Um, is that a protein powder? Or is that I don't even know what that is. Well, that sounds cool. It's a cool idea. If you Google just lead and protein powder, the list will show up for you, and it'll give you a whole thing. And annoyingly, it was done by, like, a third it wasn't done by, like, a food industry, it was literally which is, like would have been maybe misleading in information, but it was done by, like, a third party thing that does a bunch of different studies that's not necessarily related to food, which makes it more accurate. But the silver lining is just take zinc, which is good for you anyway, or take some iron, which is probably good for you as well, and you'll be fine. That's really it ended up being not a horrible thing, but now I just bought some really nice I bought a year supply of zinc pills, so I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be lead free. The problem that the half life of lead in your body is like crazy long, so it's going to take like 30 years to expel all the lead from me right now. I do not. Those are like $3,000. So here's the issue, Amanda, on these vegan protein powders, and the reason that they have a higher dose of lead than like a whey animal product protein powder is that a lot of these things are pea, and pea has a the ability to essentially absorb all the minerals in the soil better than other things, and so it's absorbing the lead that may or may not be in the soil, and it's just kind of like dependent on on where things were grown and blah 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 blah. So if it's a protein powder that's vegan, that it uses like a bean base for its protein, then most likely, which is all of them, you're going to have some dosage of lead in you from it. Mm, which is terrifying. So you could also take calcium. There's a bunch of things you can take to kind of prevent the lead poisoning and still consume all these things. So it turns out protein does not need to be taken 30 minutes. That's been debunked. You can take protein up to like 12 hours after a gym workout for the exact same effects. It is a complete, it's a myth that you have to take it 30 minutes after a workout. That's not true. You do not have to rush home and drink protein to make sure that you have super strong muscles. Completely false. Don't really know where that even started from. Yeah, I'm sure it is probably fine, but you need about 30 milligrams a day of the zinc for it to be. Oh, uh-oh. But again, iron also does it. Here's the deal though, the iron um, does not absorb as well if you're drinking caffeine or tea. So you want to be taking an iron supplement at night and the zinc in the morning if you were going to take both. Yeah, the gym bros are 100% the ones who came up with it, and it's just false. It's just false information. Yeah, exactly. It's terrifying. Yeah, we are, but like I don't want to die from lead poisoning. You know what I mean? So whatever, I've now at least figured that out. I was unaware of it. I mean, the study just came out not so long ago. Oh, speaking of gym bros, so a lot of gym bros take creatine, and one of the common myths with creatine is that it'll dehydrate you because it's essentially storing water in your muscle, and so you have to drink a lot of water around it to make sure that you don't get dehydrated. But that's been a myth as well. A lot of the things that gym bros say is just not true. Um, who would have thought that a gym bro was wrong about things? Not me. But a lot of what they say is just false information. It's very similar to how the Information in Pottery Industries Act. It's just someone says it and then people believe it, and then it just keeps perpetuating and perpetuating and perpetuating, and next you know, air bubbles cause explosions. It's the same stuff. Yes, the stereotypical ones, which is most of them. I think if you were defined as a gym bro, you're probably a stereotypical one. Yeah, true. It still seems like a really horrible way to go. That's cool. How much were they to make? Hi, hi. How are you? These are a lot easier to throw now that the bat doesn't have them fly off every 3 seconds. I'm still this one. It has some issues in the bottom. I might lose it, but maybe not. Maybe it's everything's just great. So I'm thinking we're gonna do a lot of glaze combos on these guys. Yeah, it happens. We're gonna do like some turquoises. We're gonna do some other poises, some Oribes. What's up, babe? How are you? Oh, hell yeah. I'm sure it'll be great as long as you left the same amount of base clay on each one of them. I feel like that's the only ever time I get maybe a little bit verstudelt is if I threw one slightly different on the base. Then I'll go through like I did yesterday. Is that tonight? Hmm. So a lot of these, I'm not like I'm just kind. I'm not. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I'm not trying to make the same pot over and over again. I'm just trying to make like roughly the same ish size, and then all the pots will be slightly different. That's my one silver lining on these kind of like less interesting pots. Okay, go on. Tell me about it. You're covered in clay, so I'm gonna might lose a little bit of understanding. I don't know how my phone is just like doused in clay already. Okay. Should we do that today? Should we do that really quickly after I throw these other ones? That seems easy enough. Can someone do the math from 5 pounds to five to grams for me, please? Probably not, because I don't want to sell I don't want to do international shipping because it's really expensive unless you want to wholesale buy them for me. Oh wait, yeah, Dragon had a very good question there. I don't have that much clay. That's a lot of clay. That's a huge waste of clay. I'm fine for a good challenge, but that's I'm happy to do one pot in a minute or 2 minutes. That's 5 pounds, but 8,000 grams of clay is too much for me to just kind of waste on a challenge. No offense, but no, it's just a waste on a challenge. I don't want to reclaim it. And thank you for doing thanks for doing the conversion, Amanda. I'm happy to do 1 5-pound pot in 1 minute or a minute and a half or whatever, but that's just 25 pounds of clay is too much for me to want to just like throw away. If you're throwing it fast, my assumption is we're not trying to make this super nice, right? So, did you really? That's awesome. And the other question is, does it matter the form? Do we do a bottle? Are we doing a planter? Are we doing a big bowl? What's the deal? I know these aren't thought out here, but for this is just a question for everybody. I'm happy to do one. I think I have 5 pounds of clay reclaim that I'm happy to wedge out and just throw something really quickly. Oh yeah, 5 ounces. I don't. How many grams is an ounce? Thanks, Sue. Oh, sell your vases on my website? No, I'm afraid not. I mean, we can talk, but probably not. 141 grams. Oh, we could just knock that out, and not. I assume not off the hump if that was the case, because I can definitely do all five in very short period of time if it's off the hump. The centering and everything, that takes some time, but that's probably more consuming than the actual throwing. Of course. All right, we got 3 more of these, and then we'll throw a big. Yeah, I mean, off the hump, we could just crank out. I mean, I made 36 mini cups, and I think it took me 8 minutes the other night, something like that. Might have been slightly longer than that, but Reborn, no! Lady, obviously. Very pretty one, in fact. Yeah, a lot of small peepee boys today. Oh, yeah, if we did it off the, hump for 700 grams, I would do that. I'm not doing that today. We'll do the 1 cup for 500 if you want. I appreciate it, Reborn. I'll be back for a little bit for the next few days, trying to get stuff for the next firing for probably the next week. I'll be here, and then I'll disappear again. They'll be here, but it'll just be more, inconsistent. I think that's a great idea. I'm for it. Yo, what's good? Man, this guy questioning questioning what I am and then referring to a Ghost reference. The most basic bitch I've ever heard. Holy shit. Well, I think that's a lovely idea. Yeah, I'm for it. I'm game for that. We'll set something up. This leaf blower next door is gonna be the bane of my existence. I know on YouTube, you guys probably can't hear the leaf blower. The TikTok people probably can. It has been going the entire time we've been streaming. About to take a spiked baseball club to someone's car. Truly the only thing that riles me up in this world is a leaf blower. I want you guys to be aware of that. You could say whatever anybody troll could say whatever they want online. It's horrible, whatever. The only thing in this world that I hate with utter passion and will get under my skin is a goddamn leaf blower. I hate them so much. I hate them so much. Ah, it's like right here too. He's been right there. It's not on my property. Ah, losing my mind. Oh man, jam. Yeah, I'm game. Let's do it. They are pointless. Stop blowing the leaves. The leaves are good. Stop being a dick and ruining everything. Switch to an electric leaf blower. We have to have a sound ordinance or something put into this town where you can't have gas powered leaf blowers. Exactly. And I think I've told you guys that I have like some sound stuff and loud noises just piss me off, like aggressively gas powered loud noises. So this one is just wah, eating at my soul. I've been dealing with it quite emotionally okay, but clearly I've hit my breaking point. What's up, Bex? How are you? Tell me about your day. Yeah. Oh no. You cut your thumb. Is it bad? This isn't small, but I don't care. All right, one more. And then I think we're gonna throw a big bowl. I haven't thrown a big bowl in a million years, so why don't we make a 5 pound bowl, you know? Oh, geez. Well, I'm sorry. I hope it heals quickly. I feel you on things. I split open this entire part of my hand the other day while I was cutting down a tree, and it's like I couldn't wear a Band-Aid because of the spot. So I'm glad that we weren't throwing because if it wasn't, I couldn't have thrown really without shoving clay into my wound every second. Yeah, I mean, honestly, smart. It did. Well, I have, but we're gonna squish this big bowl too, especially if we're gonna be throwing it in. Okay, question two: does the throwing start after I've centered or before I've centered? Because oh god, I'm getting sick. Oh god, it just hit me. These damn kids got me sick. You know, it's like when you feel it, you can just feel it, and I just felt it. Damn. Well, but if the challenge is to do the whole thing in a minute, is the centering part of it? Oh, yeah. Wait, wait, you have a finger tattoo? That's cool. Okay. Okay. You have a bunch of them? That's cool. I don't like this one. Whatever. We'll keep it. We'll trim it. We'll deal with it. I honestly don't know if I can also center a piece of clay that's 5 pounds and throw it in 1 minute, but we can try. Will someone time it for us? Let me wedge out a piece of clay. Give me a second. And it was like something like 230 2,300 something grams, right? Let me see if I even have 5 pounds. Oh yeah, I do. We're gonna make it 3,000 grams. I don't know if someone wants to do the math on that, but that's what I have for reclaim right here. So we're just gonna use all of it. This clay is really hard. I think I could do this really fast with some soft porcelain. Um, but this is like it's just like poorly wedged, 3,000 grams of poorly wedged clay. Not to give myself an excuse. I'm just letting you guys know. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do 6.6 pounds then. Start the time with it centered. Okay, then I'll center it first, and then we'll throw it. That'll make my life easier on this particular piece. I mean, I can center it really quickly, but the problem is that this clay is super beschnittelt, and so it's gonna need a little extra TLC. Oh, God, it's so hard. There's like some schmutz right down on the bottom. No one saw that. Let me just get rid of this clay. All right. I don't feel like wedging it up and down. It's gonna have some issues. I don't really care. Um, I'm gonna set a timer on my phone too, but if you guys could time it as well, that'd be awesome. I just want a timer for myself just to see where I'm at. So I have a minute to throw this, correct? I'm gonna bring a cup of tea and then we'll start. All right, you guys ready? All right, I just started my countdown. Oh yeah, some serious air bubbles, but I don't really care for this. I have 9 seconds. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do any more. 1 minute on the dot. There we go. Boom. Not good, but 1 minute, 6.6 pounds or something. There's some serious issues with that clay body, but I had so many bubbles in the bottom. Um, oh, you have me at 59 seconds? Hell yeah. Um, let's throw this a little bit more and see if we can make this into a nice bowl worth keeping. Man, I'm not opposed to that. It's not a bad bowl though. Actually, I don't know how much thinner I could have gone. Honestly, that's all I could have done more. Is that the it's thin. So anyway, if I had soft porcelain, we could have done that in 45 seconds. But if we had to add the centering part into this, we could not have done this in a minute. Yeah, there's no shot that I would have been able to do this in a minute if I also had to center the clay. So I get extra credit though because it was 6.5 pounds. All right, I think we're gonna end it there. We're gonna trim this and see. Maybe we'll fire this in the soda kiln. It's taking gonna take up a shit ton of space though, so I don't really want to. Well, welcome in. But all right. So next live video will be tomorrow at some point, and we'll trim this bowl. And we'll trim all the cups we made. We ended up making 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. We made 23 little cups today. So we'll trim those tomorrow. We'll trim this tomorrow. We might destroy this tomorrow. We might keep it. Maybe we throw some garnets into it tomorrow. Shove some garnets into the side of it or something. Now that I know that you can fire garnets. I'm curious about that too. Let's do a live together. We'll all do a live together and we can make it work. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna turn off my wheel before I hit something and it goes spinning. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Um, yeah, if it was porcelain, I definitely could have probably. I not definitely, but I almost am certain that I could do everything in a minute if it was porcelain, like fresh out of the bag, soft porcelain. Okay, bye guys.